Today is Wednesday. We got here on Sunday. We were only supposed to be here for one day, but then and we got snowed in. So we've been here for a couple days. Luckily we had all of our work stuff with us, so we were able to do everything remotely, which I'm grateful for. We had a lot of fun in the snow. We got a lot of snow. And now Eden wants a cabin in the snow, like somewhere where it snows so much worse. I gotta get back to work so that we can buy a cabin where it snows. Today is Thursday, which means tomorrow is podcast day. Now, I'm setting things up because tomorrow is a special podcast day. It's the first day that we have a guest, and I'm excited about it, but I gotta rearrange. You see, this is what it currently looks like right now. Typically, Steve sits here, does his podcasting thing, Bernie sits there, does her thing. But now we're gonna have 3 people in the room. So I'm thinking of putting Steve and Bernie here and the guest over here. I'm a little nervous about getting both Steve and Bernie in the same shot, but we'll see. Before all of that, we have some new gear. All right, you see, I've been using these little LED lights to try to give some extra flair to the background on the podcast videos, but they're not really strong enough against all the other light that's in here, so it doesn't really come up very bright on camera. So I bought these guys. But the really exciting piece of gear that we got today is to replace the lights that we've been using. So originally I just got these little boxes off of Amazon. I think they were like $50. We got 2 of them. That's what I've been using as a key light. Just this softbox on this arm. No dimmability or anything, just on and off. And they've been working. That's what's lighting this right now is another one. But what we got today is very exciting. All right, the moment of truth. Aputure 120Ds. Now, if you know what these are, then I don't have to explain them to you. But if you don't know, these are basically the lights that any professional YouTuber that you watch uses. Universally, these are the best lights that you can possibly get, and I am super excited to try them out. And here's version like 7, probably at this point, and I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? We'll have Steve and Bernie over here, and our guest, who I haven't revealed yet, but I'm really, really excited about. I'll tell you guys who that is soon. But yeah, they'll just be sitting here doing their podcast thing. Now, I haven't told you who this guest is yet, but now I am going to. It is Brian North. Now, if you don't know who Brian North is, that's okay. He is the founder and CEO of North & Co., which is a luxury brokerage here in Phoenix, mainly in the Arcadia, Biltmore, Scottsdale areas where he focuses. That's where most of the luxury listings are. But he has an amazing story. He came from humble beginnings, and really built out an incredible brand and company from nothing. So I'm so excited for him to be here. It's our first guest. I am extremely nervous. I want to make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible. Let's see how it goes.
When I think back to those days about giving things up, I remember one of my mentors simplified it to like, what's the highest and best use of your time? Right, we've heard that. And then
what are some of the driving things that you guys do inside of where we're involved with that, and then work really hard to build strong relationships with generation real estate professionals?
and I'm ranting. I mean, veins poking out of my neck. I mean, I'm delivering a sermon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm letting it rip, and I'm like, $1 million.
We just did the podcast with Brian North, and he talked about one of his biggest goals right now is to help people discover where they are, or if they're lost, discover who they are. What do you think is the best first step for someone who's in that spot?
First step is to say you're lost. It's, kind of like, unfortunately, I have a lot of experience with people in my close personal life who've been addicts. And denial is kind of the first place that you lose yourself. And I think there's so many people that while they're trying to find themselves, they think they have it figured out, or they get stuck in their righteousness. And the first thing is just to say, I don't know where I'm going, and ask for help. I have currently 5 coaches, and I've either been working with a therapist, a counselor, or some form of a coach for the last 15 years in my life. Even when they helped me figure it out, I still didn't have it figured out. And so the first thing is just raise your hand, say, I don't know what I'm up to, and I need some help. And the beautiful part is people start to show up.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Later, guys.
And we are done. That was incredible. That's hands down the best episode that we've done to date. I can't wait for it to come out. I am working on the video, and it's gonna look great. His information that he was giving out, his knowledge was just incredible. I mean, he's an extremely successful person, and most people would want to aspire to be him because he's just so successful. But I was really impressed just by his mindset, like where he's at mentally, where he's at spiritually, how he's working on his life, how he analyzes life, and how he goes through and makes adjustments to get to where he wants to be is something that's really inspirational. So I can't wait for this episode to come out. Thank you, Brian, so much for stopping by, dropping that little nugget for the viewers, and I can't wait to hang out with you again. Later, guys.